I love this time of year when we step in and stir up our faith, enlarge our vision, and generously engage in our life legacy offering, the theme of which is seeding for tomorrow, today. This offering is over and above our usual giving and separate from our weekly tithes and offerings. Each year, we partnership with different organizations to fund projects as one family, empowering people across the globe and strengthening our church at the same time. In the last 12 months, we as a church have sowed over $90,000 into projects, and that doesn't include what we do in Canberra City Care. God uses our generosity to build a legacy for the future in our church and for others and for the generations to come. So here's some of the things we want to do. In Vietnam, working with Calvin and Beck Windsor, they are launching a stay-in-school lunch program, and it's about $10,000. Many students in the rural areas of central Vietnam travel substantial distances to and from school, either walking or riding a bicycle, without their parents who've already gone to work. This trip then becomes double when they have to travel home for their lunch break, and many students do not return doing that journey again, and so they miss out on their educational experience. Calvin and Beck are launching 2 new stay-in-school lunch programs in partnership with parents, teachers, and of course, local schools. Establishing a school-based, fully equipped kitchen will allow the students to enjoy a nutritious hot meal, maximizing their learning opportunity. This program is also long-term because the school has the benefit of that kitchen for future students, not just the current ones. Then in Cambodia, with Mother's Heart, it's one of our favorites. We're looking to raise $15,000. What that will do is 20 young single pregnant women will have the chance to learn a new skill, establish a small business, or find suitable employment through the women economic empowerment that they partner with, which will help them establish a future for themselves and for their newborn baby. I love the story of George Washington Carver, who was born into slavery but received an education and became a leading American agricultural scientist and inventor. You should look up his story, it's amazing. But he said about education, education is the key that unlocks the golden door to freedom. So I love investing in those kinds of things. And then if we jump over into Thailand and Myanmar, Ross and Donna Winchester are doing amazing work there in terms of rescuing villages. The Karen people of Myanmar are being bombed by their own government and attacked by ground troops. Their fields are destroyed and their villages are often burned, and many are forced to flee into the jungles. Our field workers take rice, dried foods, blankets and tops to create temporary shelter for them. The cost to help a village of about 40 families with enough provision is $1,800. We want to do at least 4 villages. In addition, God is doing something amazing. There's like a revival going on in all the suffering, and we want to deliver to the Karen people at least 500 copies of the New Testament, which is a further $1,750. These people are resilient, and we want to do all we can to help them. Paul and Deb Hilton are amongst our favorites and have done amazing work in Vietnam, but have now been released to travel as senior experienced field workers, ministering to and coaching and mentoring our other field workers. And we want to contribute towards their travel expenses, which is about $10,000. Then here at home, Chaplaincy Australia is an amazing organization started by a movement a long time ago, over 20 years ago, and we want to invest at least $5,000 into Chaplaincy Australia. It's a network of Christian chaplains who provide support and care in all aspects of Australian society. They provide professional, equipped and motivated chaplains into all industry and emergency response agencies. Those projects that are outside of our church are about $49,000. Some of these projects offer tax deductibility, so if that is helpful to you, please contact Sandy Hawke at the Life You See office. Otherwise, let's just give generously. Then here at home, at Life Unlimited Church, we always try to do something. Last year we did a lot of improvements to the kids' life area. You've seen the improvements in the auditorium, the baptismal pool, the chairs, the new carpet, and it's now a wonderful center, a place for worship and communication of the gospel. But as important as worship and preaching is, church is also about people getting connected and building community. And yes, while we do that through life groups and other things, we want to enlarge and improve our community spaces. That means an update and a refurb of our entrance foyer, doing something extra and special in the parents' room. And while we've done a lot of work on the cafe, we want to expand that, because with the attendance and the growth, we've seen that area packed and we want to do something special there. I'm excited about it. So the question is, what do you need to do in response to this? Well, first and foremost, pray. Ask the Holy Spirit to guide you, to prompt you as to what you should do. If you're a family, a husband and wife, and even with the kids, get them involved. Ask them to pray and work out together what you can do. Maybe it's even sacrificing something, a coffee or two a week, that adds up and makes a difference. And remember, we can all be a part of it. Whether you bring $5 or $50,000 to this offering, it's not about equal giving. It's about equal sacrifice, what we do together. Come on, church, let's make this a record life legacy offering and make a difference.